Israel has said repeatedly, this is their own leadership. Israel says, we want to open up a new front in Iran. They say, we just want to control Iran's airspace the way we do with Syria. Because what happened in Syria? When the Assad regime was on the back foot, Israel was able to just do airstrikes all day long there with impunity. Syria had no ability to retaliate. They had no defenses. And so it was just open season. For a decade, Israel was able to go in wherever, whenever they felt like it, bomb anyone, anything that they wanted, even the Iranian embassy at one point, or the Iranian consulate. And Israel is out there saying, we want Iran to be the same way. Well, why can't Israel do that in Iran right now? Because Iran has missiles. They have missile factories built inside mountains underground because Iran has air defenses. So that's why they want the United States to come in, take all that stuff away by bombing it or through a deal, so that then Israel can open up that front and you can get the Arab Spring can visit Iran. A Persian Spring can begin. That's the goal. And by the way, the reason they say that out loud is to scare the Iranians. That's why they say it. Why do you think I know that? Because it's in the Jerusalem Post. It's in I-24. Israel's out there all the time saying, we want to bomb Iran. We can't wait to go to war with Iran. The decision's already been made. We're going to lose them in negotiations. Well, we built them and we're going out anyway, so we might as well use them. That's the logic here. So people think we're going to wiggle our way out of this one. It's not going to happen here. This is going to end in a decisive confrontation because that is what Tel Aviv wants. That is what they have always wanted. That is what happened in Iraq. That is what happened in Syria, Libya. That is just what happens. And like I said, the grand prize is that then they control the whole region. And that's worth it to them. They're willing to lose Europe. They're willing to lose the Muslim world because they're not counting on returning to the status quo from before this conflict. And that includes, within that status quo, the Islamic Revolutionary Government remaining in place. So that's where we are. 2 weeks, countdown, 2 weeks to the war. And I don't think it's going to be a pinprick strike and then we're going to ask them politely again. And then we go, I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be heavy and it's going to be creative like Venezuela, unpredictable. That is Trump's MO. He loves the element of surprise. And you got pressure on the timeline because, one, the longer we wait, the more Iran rebuilds their capability. And two, you got the midterms in 8 months. So the longer we wait, that window is closing before we're in an election. It becomes a campaign issue. And Democrats are going to say, well, we don't want to support the war. So that's where we are. We are going to move on, though.